Hey Joe, do you feel like sometimes I ask you to do things and you don't really understand the purpose of it, or you don't feel like it's something you want to do? Touch my hand or tell me with your voice. Do you think sometimes I ask you to do things and you don't understand why? You don't really want to do something? Yes. Well, Transition Tuesday. I am Jane and this is Joe, and today I'm going to ask Joe to do just what we were talking about. Multi-purpose. So this is a folding board. You can get these online for like $5. They're very simple. And we are going to show you how we can use this folding board to fold a bandana. We can fold a towel. We can fold clothing. This is a really cool piece of equipment, whether you have a disability or not. I've been experimenting with it, and it is like really cool. So this is one of Joe's bandanas. You've seen him wear these before. So we're going to put it on the folding board, and the first thing you do is you fold one flap, fold the other flap, and then the center flap. You could see, here it is. I'm going to fold it over one more time. So that's what we're going to work on. I'll show it to you again. So this folding board, the thing about it is we're practicing motor skills, motor planning skills to reinforce independence. Well, Jane, what are you even talking about? Well, I'm going to slide a chair over here. So what I'm talking about is everything that Joe can do, which honestly is kind of limited. Everything he can do. You see him move his hands. He moves his hands to answer a question, mainly. But what else can he do moving his hands? What else can he do? He can paint. He's done paintings before. But he kind of got tired of that. He can pick a card. How can we find things to reinforce this movement so that Joe can ultimately do some things on his own? Joe's 20, he's going to be 21. How can we find ways for a person with such intense limitations to encourage, practice, and succeed at doing some independent skills? That's what this is about. Now, we're going to do it again. So I'm going to put this on here, the folding board. The first one we're going to do, we're going to stretch Joe's arm out. Now, I am going to do this for Joe, with him, with his hands. You've seen me do this before, and Joe's resisting. And, you know, he doesn't get a lot of opportunities to practice things like this. It is not easy for him. Yes, he's resistant to it because he thinks, as I said in the question before, when I talked to Joe at the beginning of this video, I asked him, do you think sometimes I ask you to do things and you don't know the reason and you don't really want to? Well, this is one of those times. But I trust that Joe is listening to me carefully as I explain why this is important. It's for you to be independent. It's for you to practice using your arms so you can do things by yourself. What if you could hit a button to turn on the TV? Wouldn't that be cool? What if you could hit a button that tells me to stop making you do things? If you could hit a button that said stop, wouldn't that be good? Touch my hand if you think that might be a good thing. Would you like that? Would you like to have that power and authority? Yes. Well, that's what this is about. Okay, so we're going to make it so you push the flap over. Okay, done. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit. Now let's work on this side. Get this arm loose. Loosey, loosey, loose. Loosey, loosey, loose. Okay. And then we're going to get it underneath the board. And we're going to flip it. So you did 2 flaps. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit. Now, admittedly, doing this on Joe's wheelchair tray table is not the best surface. But is this really about folding laundry? Yeah, but it's really about getting Joe to use his hands. So what I'm going to do is keep working with him on this skill, and hopefully he will be able to bring his arm down and pull it up like that. You like that idea? So you can't see his face, but he's smiling. So this is an example of a simple way for us to create opportunities for Joe to do things independently. This is hard for him, but we can do it. The other thing I want to say about this is if you have a person that is capable of this motor planning, this is a great example of finding fresh ways to teach daily living skills. I mean, I have to tell you, this is fun. It's more fun than folding clothes in the old way that I do them, and it actually is a little bit neater than the way I do them. I am not a laundry goddess, so this is kind of a cool thing, and I think it's worth, we borrowed this one, we didn't purchase one. I think it was worth it because we can see if we like it. This particular one is called Flip Fold, and they have a website. It's www.flipfold.com, and it has the instructions on how to fold a shirt right on it. So that's what we're going to be working on this week. I hope that you find fun ways to practice skills, and I hope that you encourage a young person in your life to learn how to do things like laundry and balancing a checkbook and all those adulting 101 things that we need to learn how to do. If you have any questions, please email us at transition2s@gmail.com, and we will see you nicely folded and prepped next week.